All right, let's get right to it. That potential for those strong and severe thunderstorms. We've been talking about how low the coverage may be across the area with that cap in place, but let's break down the timeline for you as we head home a little bit later today. It's going to stay mostly sunny for most of the day and breezy, but around 4 o'clock and after, that's when we could see those thunderstorms developing across the area right along and probably east of I-35. Looks like the best area that we will see the storms developing later today. So there may be one or two in and around the Metroplex, but again, coverage is going to be pretty low and maybe higher coverage north and east of the area. As we move ahead until 6 p.m. here this evening, a few more thunderstorms developing across the area, again isolated in nature, and maybe a little more scattered activity in our northeastern counties as we head into the early evening hours. This is around 7 p.m. And that will continue until around 8, 9 o'clock. Things will begin to wind down as we head toward midnight tonight. But again, the coverage probably going to be low today, but the storms that are able to develop could become severe pretty quickly across the area. So make sure you are weather aware for later today. So here's that severe weather outlook. Goes right down I-35 areas east with that marginal risk. And then we move into that slight risk category. Collin and portions of Dallas County included in that. So north and east of the Metroplex, especially with that slight risk. Hail, damaging winds going to be the main concerns out there for us. And this could be some pretty large hail as well, maybe larger than ping pong ball size. And those winds may be up over 60 miles per hour, approaching 70 miles per hour a little bit later today. So be weather aware a little bit later today. Beyond the thunderstorm threat, that fire danger threat remains high today as well. Elevated to critical in our western counties with those gusty winds, low humidity behind that dry line that moves into the area a little bit later today. So something else to be aware of outside of the thunderstorms. And we do have that red flag warning for that extreme fire, those extreme fire conditions out to our west noon until 8 p.m. here this evening, out towards Stephenville, west of Mineral Wells, out toward Breckenridge and Eastland. So something else to keep in mind beyond the thunderstorm threat later today. For right now, though, 58 degrees taking you on out to DBU. We'll have the clear skies, nice and mild heading out the door with those upper 50s and low 60s area wide. As we go into the afternoon, we're going to be warming into the low mid 80s all across North Texas today. So well above that seasonal normal of 67. And later this week, too, we have to be aware of the critical fire danger that spreads farther east. We're going to have some very gusty winds on Friday, maybe 50 to 60 miles per hour. The low humidity and that dry vegetation out there. So certainly something to keep in mind as we wrap up the week heading into the upcoming weekend. So here's that 14-day forecast. We're going to keep it in the low 80s through Friday. A little cooler for the weekend. We're going to be in the lower 70s as we get into Saturday and Sunday. And looking at St. Patrick's Day next Monday, upper 70s for those highs, and we'll have some low 80s, it looks like, into the early part of next week too. All right, one more check on traffic. Back over to Brianda.